What's up, guys? Things are going good, man. In the new shop. What's up? Can everybody hear us good? Let's not set this on. I got really terrible service. Jared, Nathan, Calvin, what's up? John's from Panama City. What's up? Everybody can hear good? Cool. Yep, Garrett, new shop, man. So we're going to be running 2 lives tonight. Ryan's here, Fire Ant Fishing. He's running live on Instagram, and then I'm running live on YouTube. So we'll let a few more people get in here, and we'll make the big announcement. Garrison, what's up? 210 Fishing. Landon's here, Mammoth. North Georgia, yep. What's up? 40 degrees and windy. Nope, it was what, 85 here today? It's beautiful here. We were sweating earlier, actually. Oklahoma. I've got guys from all over the place. Oh, got one of my cousins from Louisiana in here. Oh, nice. Michael, what's up? We got 2 Michaels, okay. Chris, hey man, what's up? Chastain, Walker County, okay. We're in Oxford. No sound? You can't hear me? Can you not hear me? Oh, we're trying to get everything set up on Instagram, guys. Give us just a second. Minnesota, Texas. We got guys from all over the place. Jeremy's here. You got the Bluetooth on, is that why?
Can you guys hear us now?
Instagram, check in if you can hear. Yep, now they can hear. Awesome. My bad, guys. Had my headphones hooked up. Nice. Birmingham, Alabama. Pennsylvania. Scott said, which one of y'all's pregnant? Dang. No, we're not doing a gender reveal today. Sorry, Scott. Sorry that we made you think that. Heard you the whole time? Okay, well, that's good. Philippines, what's up? Any voltage stuff? Amazing content. Just finished my complete restoration 89 tracker. Oh, awesome. Share some pictures with us, Tyler. Oh no, his Bluetooth didn't work on my truck. Oh, okay, man. Well, I had my speaker hooked up too, so I just thought it was me on my end. Catwood said at least there won't be a fire tonight. I've had enough fires to last a lifetime. Actually, when did my cables catch on fire the other day? Last week. We had another fire in the 16-foot boat. It was very small. I got it out quick, but another boat had a fire too, which we won't discuss tonight. But. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna be doing a video on the channel probably in the next couple of weeks about why you should not use car jumper cables for batteries in a John boat. Long story short, they will catch fire. Surprise. Scooter, let me see you. Good old shotgun on a cold beer. I wish I could right now. Don't be burning things down. I'm trying not to. Pelican 10X. We did that one in Texas for James Smiley, which I have a video on my channel, but aside from that, we haven't done it yet. I have one actually sitting at my house right now. It's extremely old and got a few cracks in it, but that's one that I would like to eventually do a build on. Do you have one? Messing up.
All right, so we'll go ahead and get started with the big announcement. So, you guys know that on Send It John Boat's channel, at the end of every video, we always say, money can't buy you happiness. Well, we have found out that that is not true. Money can buy you happiness. You're just shopping at the wrong place. So, what me and Ryan, and one other individuals not here tonight, have done is we have expanded the Tiny Boat Nation Outdoors into Georgia. We're officially opening the Tiny Boat Nation Outdoors Southeast store right here in Oxford, Georgia. We're going to be doing boat builds here, and not just mud boats, but we'll do bass boats, catfishing boats, bow fishing, whatever you want. Yep. Plus everything that you have access to on tinyboatnation.net, we will have here. You can get it from us as well. We'll be building custom stuff. And we got some really cool stuff we're going to show you tonight. We're going to show you around the shop a little bit. So it's time to start the coffin boat. No, but that is coming soon. I'm hoping that what we've been doing the last couple months and why I have been absent so much is between my normal job hydro dipping and opening up this shop. We've just been extremely busy and haven't had a lot of time to do YouTube videos. So I'm hoping that now that we're getting this up and running, I will have some more time to do stuff. But the Gravedigger project is coming up soon, so we'll be working on that.
It's still there.
It's still there.
Still there.
You saw it the other day.
I saw it the other day.
Bodie from South Arkansas, what's up? Glad to have you.
Thank you, Blake. We appreciate it, man. Yeah, we can put the fire ant wrap on your boat, man.
Yep, so that's one of the things that we're going to be doing some videos on coming up soon. We've partnered with 400 Inc. We're going to be doing a lot more boat wraps. If you guys haven't been following over on Tiny Boat Nation on Instagram and YouTube and everything else, you're seeing a lot more boats coming out with wraps. So we partnered up with them. We're going to be doing a lot more boat wraps. That seems to be really, really popular, and people are really liking it. And to be honest with you, as many boats as I've painted, I would almost rather wrap one.
It's so much better.
It's so much faster, so much quicker.
And then we also had, like, you guys will see, we have a few videos coming out for the TEC this last weekend where we had a total of, what, 4 or 5 boats wrapped there?
Yeah.
A couple, Nate's truck, and then PJ's truck was also wrapped. So those came out really good too.
Yep. Scott said they got 1440 I want to gut and put diamond plate floor in. Well, we're here. We can make it happen for you. So, Garrison DIY Surface Drive. Hang on to that thought. We're going to be talking about that here in just a little bit. I'm going to give you an update on that project because that project is about to get started very shortly.
Also welding capabilities.
Yeah, we have a welder. Something else really cool we got, which will take you guys over on the other side of the shop and show you here in a minute. We just got our new, what do they call it? It's called
a scanner. So if you guys have seen like Troy Allred's boat or Southern Cooler Marine Co. on Instagram, you've seen where they have these really nice turf jobs that cut out all the lids, and he's got designs routed in them and everything. We bought the machinery to be able to do that. Yep. So it's called a scanner.
Now we'll be able to do 3D modeling of your boat, so we can scan it and have custom cut turf put in your boat and do hydro deck. Yeah. What was the other? Orthodeck.
Orthodeck, C-deck, HydroTurf.
HydroTurf, yeah.
I think he carries all the major brands. So.
Yep. So we got that machine in. We just got it opened up tonight. I hadn't had time to sit down and play with it yet, but that's going to be showcasing on the channel soon. So, Send It John Boats isn't going anywhere. Fire Ant Fishing isn't. Fire Ant Boats isn't going anywhere. So we're still going to be posting videos on our individual channels, but all of the boat build stuff that comes out of this shop is going to go over on the Tiny Boat Nation Outdoors channel. Used to be the Tin Can Crew channel, but it's been changed over to Tiny Boat Nation Outdoors now. So if you're not following us over there, make sure to go over there and subscribe because we'll have some boat build videos coming up soon. We've already got one video filmed. I just got to edit it and get it up. We did on the Yamaha G3 boat, jet drive. Yep. That one turned out pretty cool. So we do that. We got 2 in the shop right now. This one over here is a 14-foot
smoker craft. And then this one is a 14-foot Starcraft Deep V.
Yep.
This one's actually finished. We're getting ready to put take the motor off, put a on-the-fly jack plate on it, as well as a larger fuel tank. And then this one we're in the middle of framing. It's almost completed. All the lids are in, and we actually have something that's never been done before in this boat too.
Yep. Yeah, we got some really cool stuff going in this boat. Thomas asked, now is this just for John boats or would you wrap my Carolina skiff? Yes, we can get your skiff wrapped. Just give me a holler. I will have all of our new business information is going to be on my YouTube channel on the About page. It'll also be up on the Tiny Boat Nation or a tbnation.net website very soon. And then we'll also have a regular Google business listing. So if you just Google Tiny Boat Nation's Outdoor Southeast, you'll be able to find us that way. 210 Fishing asks, is it cheaper to wrap or paint? Depends on if you want it professionally painted or if you just want it like Rust-Oleum or Krylon. Rust-Oleum and Krylon's always going to be cheaper. It's not going to last very long, but for a typical one-color paint job, you're going to be probably $500 to $1,000 more than it would cost to have the boat wrapped. So wrapping's pretty cool. Oxford is only an hour and 20 minutes away. I'll make my way up there. Yes, Scott, come on. We'll get you taken care of. So,
hey, Tyler. Yeah, we actually, you might have just missed that part. We just talked about it. We just purchased a piece of machinery called a scanner where we can actually scan your boat, make a template, and then have all that custom turf cut out and made to fit your like complete deck layout perfectly.
Yep.
Stick and peel. Or peel and stick. Yeah.
Would it be better to hydro dip or wrap my boat motor cover camo? Either one. Hydro dip is expensive though, I will tell you that much. Wrapping's probably the cheapest route to go. So another really cool thing that we're going to be doing here at the shop is you see all these mud motors back up here on the wall. We are eventually going to be selling mud motors, but for right now, we have some of these up here for rent. And the idea behind this is if anybody or you know anybody that is thinking about putting a longtail mud motor on their boat, they can come to us, rent one of our motors that we have in all the different sizes, rent it for the week, the weekend, a couple of days, whatever you want to do. You can rent a couple of them and try them out, see what your boat likes best, and decide if that's the way that you want to go before you spend the money and actually buy one and, you know, you're kind of stuck with it for a while. So that was a pretty cool idea. We already got them. Yep. They're up, so they're ready to rent whenever you guys are ready for that.
Can help you guys install them, show you how the best way to install them.
Yep.
Stuff like that.
Junior said, enjoying your channel. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Y'all have any time to fish? We fished this weekend for a little bit, but no, not really.
No, y'all fished this weekend. I just pissed everybody off. So this past weekend, if y'all didn't know, I don't think I even posted anything about it because it was so last minute for me, but the Georgia TEC, the Total Electric Championship, was this past weekend at Juliet, Saturday. And everybody was down there in their all-electric John boats, tournament fishing. I waited till about 10:30, 11 o'clock when the sun got up real good, and I took the 16-foot boat with the modded 22 Predator on it that you can hear like 3 counties away, and I went and did a couple of laps around the lake. I got some really, really, really nasty looks from some tournament fishermen, but it made me smile in my soul to know that I was pissing people off riding around, so that was awesome.
Booty scooting.
Ron's Bees, what's up, bud? Okay, so update on the DIY mud motor. I finally got in touch with a couple of people who work in the mud motor industry that actually reached out to me from the video that I did a while back asking for information about it. I've gathered up enough information. I think we can go ahead and get started on it pretty soon. I have decided though that the DIY build your own short tail is going to go on my 16-foot boat. I'm not going to put it on the little 10-foot boat. I don't think it's going to be able to handle it. So Dale Jr. looking good after retirement.
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
So the DIY short tail is going to be done with a Harley motor. I have decided that. I am in the process of shopping for one. I do not want to pull the motor out of my Harley if I don't have to. If I have to, I have to. I will do it. I don't want to. But the problem with it is a couple of years ago when I first had this idea, I could find a used bike or a wrecked bike for like less than $1,000 and pull the motor out of it and not have a whole lot of money invested in a motor. Now, apparently they're worth like the price of gold. The cheapest one I've seen has been about $2,000, and I'm not going to spend that for something that I don't even know if it's going to work or not. So I'm going to keep looking around.
Troubling times.
Yeah. The biggest thing that we're waiting on right now is, and I'm talking to a guy now that's helping me out with it, is trying to figure out if aluminum is going to work or if I'm going to need to go all steel on this. I can do either. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day. I know the gator tails and most of the other short tails are made out of like 1/4-inch aluminum, and that's all fine and good, but aluminum is insanely expensive right now. Like crazy, crazy expensive. So we'll see. Still working that out. As far as design for wrap, you guys have some designs or how that works? Awesome. All right, so we have the guys carry up at 400 Inc. will be able to design whatever it is that you want on a wrap. We can get you in touch with him and make that happen. And either he can install it or we can install it, whatever, we'll make it happen. Just reach out to us and we'll get you in touch with him. Ontario, Canada.
Oh, nice.
Canada.
What's up, Canada?
Copart? Nathan, what are you talking about, Copart? I don't know what Copart is.
Oh, that's where you can buy, like, it's like an auction for cars and stuff, I think.
Really?
Maybe find your motor on there, Copart. I think that's right.
I'll have to look around and see. But if anybody else got any leads on a really cheap Harley Davidson motor, looking for either an Evo or a twin cam is what I want to do on that particular boat. So you got any Instagram questions?
I don't know. Hey, anybody on Instagram? You have any questions? Y'all have time to fish? Or y'all have extra equipment? May have, yeah, so we're gonna hopefully at some point, we don't have any right now, but yeah, we will have like sheets of aluminum available to purchase here, angle aluminum, tube aluminum, rivets, everything. It's impossible to find anything like that for these boats. Yep, that's why we opened a store for you guys.
Yeah, so for those of y'all who didn't hear on YouTube, we will eventually have aluminum products here that you can come and purchase for your own build. So if you need sheet materials, rivets, angle, square tube, stuff like that, we will have it in stock here for you guys to come and purchase if you're local or you want to make a drive from, Alabama's only, 2 hours away. South Carolina's about 3. Florida's, depending on where you're at in Florida. So
we're in a really good location as far as Georgia and the other states, which is part of the reason why we went with the name Southeast. So we're pretty accessible to all the other states as well.
All right, Nathan said, yeah, it is for wreck bikes and wreck boats too as well. Online option.
Ooh,
okay.
Cool.
Is it called Copart.com? If it is, let me know. I'll check that out. Dale said, go with an Evo. Twin cams have too many gremlins. I used to would agree with you, but I've had almost no issues out of my twin cam. The only issue I've had out of my twin cam has been batteries. Like, it goes through batteries about like every year or two. I guess it's just because I don't ride it enough because I'm too busy working. But are we going to sell float pods? Yes. We will have them either for custom build, like if you want a custom set made for your boat, or we can order you either the beaver tail, or I think Backwater's making them now too. Just depends on who has them in stock. So you can get prefabbed ones, and we can either weld them or rivet it on your boat, or you can have custom ones made here. Same thing with hunt decks, all aluminum transoms. If you want to do, like I did in my boat where I did a big open layout for like duck hunting and stuff like that, and do that. Ryan's really into bass boats. He can tell you more about bass boat stuff than I can.
Yeah. I think a cool duck, we have some pretty good ideas for some duck boats.
Yeah. So. Yes, we're definitely going to be doing some more duck boat stuff, especially on my channel, before we get too heavy into drag racing, because that's where my channel is headed, is going really, really fast and doing really, really stupid stuff. Oh, and that's also for y'all that follow, Pocket Rocket will be back up here very soon, as soon as I get the welder hooked up, and I'm going to be modifying the float pods on that. I did decide, so like that last video I did on them, I had about a 50-50 split over the first week where people were like, just cut them off and go back to the skinny boat. And then half of the people were like, extend them up and cut the angle back further. But then I let the video go for like a month or two, and now it's like overwhelming majority wants to see me extend them forward and cut the angle back a lot more. So I think we got enough scrap material up here right now from other stuff that I can go ahead and try that out and see. And y'all get to see me fumble through using the new welder for the first time.
I mean, at least try it, and then while it's on, and if it doesn't work, then
then we'll just cut them off and go back to the skinny boat.
Eric Fewman wants to see the shop. We'll show you here in a second, bud.
Fewman wants to see.
We can
do a little spin around the shop real quick.
Any builds with Grizzly trackers or other aluminum center consoles? We personally haven't yet, but we could show you around Troy's boat. He's got a Grizzly 1860 that just got completed, so maybe we could do a walk around on that.
Yeah, we can do a walk around on that one day too.
Give you guys a video on that, because those things are full of, different things you could do to them.
Another person said Copart's online option. Okay, I'm going to check that out. Copart.com. I will be checking that out. All right, well, we'll give y'all a quick spin around the shop real quick and get this camera moved a little bit. So back over here, we've got a bunch of metalworking equipment. We have bending brake, tube bender and stuff. That's going to be for some new products that are coming out. Right now we've got the electric outboard stuff set up there on the back for e-propulsion. Building area over here, and then our mud motors are going to be up on the wall over there for right now. And then we're still working on getting everything cleaned up in here. We got tons of hydro turf over here. That's our new ProDem scanner from ProLiner. And then we've got a bunch of aluminum materials over here. We're still in the process of building workbenches and stuff like that. Backwater sponsorship. God, I wish. If y'all know anybody that works at Backwater and they want to send me one, I'd be greatly appreciative. I love those things.
Gotta have the Dale poster.
Let's see. G-Style Fishing asks, what's, guys, when it comes to HydroTurf, what's best to clean up color for mud? The best one is the, is it called duck camo? The one that's green and brown?
What was the question?
About HydroTurf, which one doesn't show mud the best?
Yeah, probably your duck camo, swamp camo.
Swamp camo?
Any of those darker camo colors do pretty good at hiding stuff. Now, just so you guys know, like, it's not too difficult to clean anything off the turf either. So.
No, mine is the light colored teak with black lines, and I got it pretty muddy this past weekend at Julia, getting in and out of it a bunch of times, and I took a water hose to it. I had one little spot that I had some, I believe it was grease or something on the bottom of my shoe when I got in the boat. I just took some Dawn dishwashing soap and scrubbed it with a brush. It came right up.
Yeah, it's pretty forgiving for the most part.
Yeah. Let's see if we got any other questions that I missed.
We're located in Oxford, Georgia, kind of behind Loganville area.
Yeah. And we'll have all the information up on TV Nation website. It'll be on our Facebook and Instagram pages, YouTube, all that stuff on there. Oh, you already did yours?
Pretty sure. Some of them, not all of them yet, but
look at you,
somewhere on my TikTok or my Instagram, the address is.
I'll have mine up at some point. Y'all just give me a minute.
Oh, you're in Conyers? You're right down the street, man.
Oh yeah.
Will that on-the-fly jack plate handle a 40? I don't know yet. I haven't even opened it, to be honest with you. It's going on a 25 right now, but I'll figure that out for you, Garrett.
Open that bad boy up.
We can open it.
Yeah. There's a razor knife out.
I got one.
I bet you it'll hold a 40 once.
On the fly.
All right, anybody on Send It YouTube have any questions or anything, just drop them in the comment section. My phone's updating, so it may take a second. I'm lagging a little bit behind on comments. What's the destruction say?
Table of contents. Maybe we can read something in here. See what that says. It did come with hardware though. Oh no, no, it did not. That's the handle.
Okay. Rated to a maximum of 30 horsepower on the fly jack plate.
Oh, okay, so no.
30 horsepower.
It will not hold your 40. Here's your hole. This thing's a genius idea.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
So, obviously this isn't the mounting plate, but
yeah, it is pretty neat though. And asks, what happened to Project Pocket Rocket? It's still there. We're working on it. I had to put up kind of everything on YouTube on hold while we were in the process of opening up the new shop, but we'll have it back up and running soon, hopefully. But if you missed it earlier, we are going to be going and extending the float pods forward on Pocket Rocket and back cutting them at a real extreme angle to see if I can get some water to go up underneath the boat instead of hitting the pods and slowing it down. And then I'll go ahead and tell you guys that are here on live, that boat is probably not going to have a long tail on it for too much longer. We're probably once I do the float pods and make them longer and see if it'll float that 22 horsepower motor on it again, I'm probably going to be going to a sport bike engine on that boat. Is probably what's going to go on it eventually. So that's the plans for that boat right now. We're just so limited on weight in that boat, and the more I try to put on the back, the more and more that boat just wants to stand up. And with me standing up in the back and trying to run a long tail, it's way too much weight. So probably going to be moving the engine up to the front of the boat and running a long tail shaft out the back of the boat, like almost like you would on a, I don't know what you call them, like a hydroplane style boat, like a drag racing boat. So that's probably what's going to be going on in that one.
The ZX14R. So excited for you guys. Looking forward to seeing you kick some ass out there. Hey, thanks, man. Actually, can we, if Eric's on now, do you want to show him the...
Frankie said they are making a bigger version of the on-the-fly jack plate for bigger motors. So
there you go,
that's
Garrett.
coming.
It's coming.
G-Style said, I got a 1448 with float pods and a 25 horsepower. Thinking about putting a 40 horsepower on it. What do you guys think about putting oversized motors on small boats? The correct thing that I'm supposed to say is do what your boat's rated for. I say do what the water gods tell you to do. If they're calling for you deep down in your soul and they're telling you to put a 200 horsepower alcohol blown motor on your 10-foot John boat, I think you should do it. Probably not recommended, and the Coast Guard won't like it. But it's only illegal if you get caught, right?
Technically, yeah.
And said, did that poster come with the shop? Do it for Dale. Actually, Ryan got that one for us because he knows how I am. I love Dale Earnhardt, so.
Me too.
Will the Unicorn be required attire for the new shop, or is that just an at-home thing? No, Unicorn will be here at the shop.
We're actually thinking about putting it on a dummy.
Yeah, so we can have it up here.
You can actually put on the
like one of those little mannequins. I'll have a Send It shirt on it.
Take pictures with it. But
do it for Dale. You had a comment over here.
We appreciate it, Gary. And Garrett. Yep, send it. Which brand do you recommend for the electric outboard motor? What horsepower are you going with?
Yeah.
That's kind of a big question right now. If you're trying to stay within the 10 horsepower stuff, if I had to go buy one, it would probably be an e-propulsion at the moment. Anything bigger than that, I don't really know at the moment. It definitely wouldn't be the one that you would Google and find right away. So
yeah.
But we're probably gonna have some stuff coming out soon about all that. But right now it's too soon for me to go in depth onto that. But I just spit my Krispy Kreme donut out.
I got 1, 2, Earnhardt 4, 5. If
That's
the 40
awesome.
horsepower don't work, it will make a good anchor. Yes, it will. And then you can get you a mud motor.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta worry about it.
Mud motors.
You gotta admit, that thing was awesome this weekend, making all them guys mad at the electric lake.
It was, but it was so godly loud. So
yeah, that thing is a little crazy loud. But it was fun.
It was.
And it didn't break.
People enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was definitely something different.
I know that the guy that runs the tournament series, Merrick, I had the boat parked behind the weigh-in, kind of beached it up behind the weigh-in spot. And after everybody got done weighing in and they announced the champion and all, everybody was sitting down eating and they were having some barbecue. And I was like, oh, I'm just going to put my boat on the trailer real quick while everybody's eating since everybody's off the boat ramp. I fired that thing up. Merrick said, like, everybody in that place almost dropped their sandwich because it was like, well, bah, 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 bah.
So loud.
I believe once you modify a boat, float pods, plated floor, etc., is considered custom and makes the U.S. Coast Guard sticker null and void. That's a good point. I never thought of that.
We didn't do much fishing on Juliet. We did skunk out there though. The anglers, the weights were a little low this weekend for the tournament, but overall they still came in. I think the winner came just shy of 16 pounds total.
I think it was
out of
almost 18.
5 fish. No, it was
almost
almost 16.
Oh.
It was. I don't even think they broke the 16 mark. So it was a tough day of fishing. Like weather's been weird here the past couple days. So
Nathan said, I picked up an early 50s Lone Star Commander 14.5 foot deep V aluminum boat after watching both y'all's videos. All right, so deep V's is not my thing. I have never even laid eyes within like close proximity to a deep V until I started hanging out with these guys. And now we got 2 in the shop right now. So this is like all new to me. I'm just used to flat bottoms is what I grew up around. That's like all that I really know. So I at some point we're gonna have to play around with one and some mud motor stuff because I just don't know.
Mud motor on one of these?
Yeah. I know there's some guys on YouTube, Arizona Longtails, they run a lot of deep V's and shallow V. Do you call them shallow V's? What do you call them when they're not deep? Medium? Schmedium?
No, I mean, it's
medium V's?
It's just
extra medium V's?
Some have higher sides than others, I guess. But
so it's just a V hull and then a deep V?
There's a V hull, mod V, flat bottom.
Okay.
So
y'all heard of the self-draining plug so you don't have to run a bilge pump?
Yes.
Well, yeah, it's called a paint cup. I always keep a paint cup in my boat. Well, I got bilge pumps now. I find like everybody was complaining about me running around with no bilge pumps. I finally got bilge pumps on my boat.
Safety third.
Yes,
finally
safety is third. Coffee's first, swearing second, safety third. He said it's called partial V.
Okay. I've never heard. To be 100% honest, I'm kind of new to the deep V's as well. I do the main thing I know the difference between these and like flat bottoms and stuff is the deep V's. You can hold more weight in them. They have a higher weight rating at the lower weights. So like a 14-foot deep V usually has like around a 500 to 600 weight limit, whereas a 14-foot flat bottom might only have like 350 pound weight limit. So, and they're a little bit more stable too. So, but other than that,
I've never been in one. I'm gonna have to
I don't know a whole lot about them.
What's the best beer to drink on a tiny boat? A cold one.
Yeah,
whatever you like. Except for, well,
no seltzers.
Yeah, stay away from the seltzers. That's not beer though.
That's not beer, yeah. I don't know.
Unless you run out of beer and that's the only thing you have.
Just go home.
Yeah, just go home.
Thank you, Chris. Much appreciated, man. I think the trackers are called semi V's.
I thought they call them modified V's.
Mod V's.
Semi V.
I think it's all the same.
It's all the same thing.
Category. category-ish. So.
Trackers are called a semi-B on certain models.
Certain models.
Okay. All right. If y'all got any more questions, post them up because we're going to be wrapping up here shortly. It's been a long day, Dreamboat, and enjoy watching people do what they do. Thank you. Frankie said he calls it a Mod V.
Okay. Yeah.
I got a different name. Too. I bet you it's called something different depending on where you live.
We do not condone drinking and boating here at TBN. Oh, that's good. Appreciate that, Dan.
All right. Well, anybody's got any other questions, just drop them in the comments below. And Chris liked White Claws. No, I did not. I tried my very first White Claw when we did the 5-day boat build up in Tennessee. It was nasty.
I don't.
It was gross.
I don't do so.
It smelled like watermelon Jolly Ranchers, but tasted like stale pickle juice.
Ugh.
Yeah. Whew. Dream guest to build a boat for.
Ooh, I got so many for this one.
What?
Like a dream guest?
Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of people I'd love to build a boat for. One of them off the top of my head I would like to do for is Chase Elliott. I think that'd be sweet.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Chase Elliott or Ryan Upchurch. I think if Ryan Upchurch, we could build one for him that he could do like a music video with or something. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I have one, but it's not so much the boat build. It would just be the interview after the boat build that I really want to be a part of.
The interview after the boat build, okay.
LSU's last coach, Coach O.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I could just imagine having him here and be like, all right, Coach O, what do you think about this boat? John Boat.
Yeah. Or if we had to go test it on the water, like delivered it to him on the water and hung out with him for a day on the water.
Are you guys going to do a deep V boat mod? Yes, we've got 2 of them in the shop right now. If you didn't see here, I'll turn this around so you guys can check it out.
Will there be a new IG for TBN Outdoors Southeast? Yes, we're in the works of that right now. We're going to get all that together soon. A new Instagram and Facebook.
Yep, there is 2 deep Vs we are working on right now.
Yeah, I don't know how we pulled that off in 5 days.
Arizona Longtails, what's up, guys?
It was rough, man. It was really rough.
Oh, this is a good question. G-Style said, knowing what you know now about building boats and multiple redos, what boat would be the best to have for 2 or 3 people? John Boat. It doesn't matter the brand to me. It's just as long as it's a flat bottom and as long as it's wider than 48 inches. 60 is way better. 72 is way more better. But anything over 48 inches, so like my boat, my 1648, even though it's heavy, I can still put 3 people in that boat and make it around pretty much anything and not have any issues. But that is about the smallest I would go if you're planning on regularly having 3 people in the boat.
Well, plus your layout is open. So we had a lot of space. The way you run your motor, you know, you're in the back standing up, so you don't need a place to sit back there. It's also about your layout too, I feel like.
Yeah. So we have a comment for you from YouTube.
Okay.
He said, Red Ant needs to get into the longtail game.
He's getting me into it. Don't worry,
He drove his first one when we went to South Carolina last year,
and
you did pretty good.
I did good. It was different.
You were a little tired afterwards.
I was a little tired. Was not expecting it to be that difficult, I guess.
So at that time I had the 13 horse on the boat because the 22 I caught it on fire for the second time. That was when I was doing the stainless steel prop test and the carburetor caught on fire. Yeah. So I was waiting on a new carb to come in, and that kind of sucked. Yeah. AZ Longtail said longtail and mud motor is his life.
I guess.
We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him on it.
I'm gonna get one. We'll do it. For sure.
Oh, you know who else rode one for the first time this weekend?
John Steer.
He got to ride his first mud motor this weekend.
Did he drive it though?
No. I think he drove all freaking night to make it up there. He was tired.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just enjoying cruising around
He
and
was. Yeah.
watching me make all the tournament guys mad.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to have a surface drive or ducktail on the Deep V mods? Both of these are customer boats, and they both have outboards on them. Both of them tiller steered outboards. If I get, this is probably what I'll do. I'll probably wait until we have a customer come in with a fresh build like this one before we do anything to it. I'll probably get a couple of different mud motors if I can get the customer's permission to take it out and go ride it around on the lake and just do kind of a comparison video of what I'm used to with flat bottoms versus how it does on a Deep V, because I've never really messed around with it much. So
thank you, Frankie from Slay Nation. We appreciate it, man.
Oh, the Slay Nation's on tonight?
He's in here.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, man.
Bluetooth earmuff headphones help with the mud motors for you.
I'm gonna bring my range earmuffs next time I go with you.
Lame. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. That's what I like it. That's what I built it for. And I want to be heard too. I want everybody.
You do want to be.
Yeah, I want everybody in that lake and the next lake and 4 rivers over to know that I'm there, testing out a motor. Yeah, see, Arizona Locks, I was telling you earlier, they've done a bunch on their channel.
Yeah.
Said the V-holes do fine with mud motors and they get shallow.
Okay.
Who's more annoying, people who bring White Claws on the boat or someone who can't back their boat in?
White Claws. You can always find a friend that can help you back in.
This is true. This is true. I did see a lot of people last weekend though that were riding a struggle bus trying to back in. 16-foot flat john with an Evinrude 40 seems like the front shakes and rattles in the water. Should I be looking to reinforce? Yes. If you removed any of the bench seats or anything from it, you're probably going to need to go in there and reinforce. That's where we usually put the big front decks in. Like my boat, my 16-foot boat, even though it's a flat bottom, when I pulled all of the seats out and I took it and did some testing with it, I could watch the whole front end flexing while I was riding. And I wasn't even going fast. I was going like maybe 18, 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But as soon as I put that front deck in there, it stiffened everything up and it had to
tie it all back together somehow.
Yeah. My loop exhaust is too loud. I have to wear range mufflers.
Thanks, Frank.
Sissies, I like to hear mine.
How many builds have y'all done this year so far?
More than I want to.
2.
How many builds?
Just 2. We haven't done a. Yeah, just 2. Finish this one, and we're framing out this one.
And then we've got 2 more already that are on the schedule. So
2 more on the way.
We're 4 boats deep already.
Yep.
So.
And then my personal boat needs to get redone too. So I'm gonna work on that on the side. Giving my build so many ideas. Yep. That's why we're here, man. We're trying.
Very cool.
We do appreciate it, Mike.
Previous owner removed the benches. Yes, mine rolled and flexed. You have a video on buying a boat from an untalented previous owner. I think pretty much every boat that's up for sale on Facebook Marketplace is from an untalented previous owner. I know mine was. We have another customer that just brought in another 1648 that is a early 80s model.
Monarch.
It's a low. Is it a low or is it a Monarch?
Well, yours is a Monarch.
Mine's a low. His is a Monarch.
Monarch.
I can't remember. Anyways, but we got an older one that's just like mine, and it's exchanged hands a few times, and it's got the same exact issues that mine did. About 27 layers of paint, random screws and bolts all over the place. It's just, the older they are, the more these mods you're going to have to work around. You guys do incredible builds. Any horror story builds that you have seen? Yes, all of mine.
I won't say horror stories. I mean, a lot of this is just trial and error. So
yeah.
You try something that you have a good idea with, and then it just might not work. So then you're kind of like, oh man.
Yeah. My biggest thing has been fire.
Yeah, you attract fire.
For some reason, I've had the 670 motor caught on fire. The first time I had it out, it caught on fire when I was doing the stainless steel prop testing. The carb caught on fire, and then I rebuilt it, got another carb. I caught it on fire for some. Oh, I flooded it. That's what happened. And I caught the intake on fire. And this past weekend, I caught one of the battery cables on fire. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah. What boat brand do you prefer? I don't really have a preference. Flat bottom John boats is what I like. I would love if somebody wants to give me one, like like one of those Havocs or a Prodigy or something like that. But
yeah, that's the other thing. It depends on what you need to use it for too,
Yeah.
right? Like, so he would like a Havoc or Prodigy, but like I would love like a Bass Tracker or something,
or a Ranger,
or that aluminum Ranger that
glitter rocket.
Jeremy has, that Cherokee.
Oh yeah, that thing's
That
pretty
thing
cool.
is awesome. 24/7 boats.
Foam disc or paint stripper to remove paint? Neither.
Neither.
Find a sandblaster local. This is a video that I'm working on for my channel right now. So I went through and I kept a tally of all the money that I spent redoing my boat project, like down to every single penny. And I spent more money buying the stuff to sandblast my own boat than it would have cost me if I would have just taken it somewhere and had it professionally sandblasted. And it took me almost 4 days to do, between running back and forth, grabbing materials, actually blasting the boat, picking the stuff up and trying to recycle it. But yeah, I could have gotten the sandblasting done professionally for cheaper than it would have cost me to do it myself. So that will never happen again. We've already partnered with a local sandblaster here for all of our boat builds that we're going to be painting, and they're going straight over there. They'll get blasted. When I pick them up, they will be ready to go. This one's going, I think, next week.
Next week.
Yep. Have you watched Bottomland Bateau from the beginning? I think he was answering that question at Nightmare Builds.
Oh,
yeah. Yes, Nathan, that entire boat build was a nightmare. Any pontoon build? Yes, but I can't talk about it. Just, yeah, stay tuned.
Oh, I don't like this.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Like, we've got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that I just can't talk about yet for various reasons, but this is a whole new endeavor. Like, this is our new full-time job. That's what we do, is build boats and everything that comes along with that. So you never know what's going to be coming out of this shop. Made a mud boat out of a bass tracker. It's nice. Cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Is hand sanding your boat with a circle sander a bad idea? Abso-freaking-lutely. Take it somewhere and have it sandblasted. It's so much cheaper.
It's not a bad idea. It's just not fun.
Okay, it's not
Takes
fun.
forever.
I wouldn't do it again. 1648 Grizzly with a 40 mark tiller. Cheaped out and got it and regretted not getting the camo. Any suggestions on camo stencils, paint advice? Take it and have it wrapped. That is the easiest and quickest thing to do. If you need a decently priced camo paint job and you're in the Georgia area, reach out to us. I have someone that we can refer you to that does really good work and is nowhere near as expensive as I am for boat paint. You want high-end, like glitter rocket type paint, like you've seen on Anthony's boats over on Brigade. I've done a couple of yours, mine. They're expensive though, but it's
going to be doing the next two as well. This one
and the 1648 is getting painted too. 1654 Tracker Grizzly with a Mercury 9.9 due to local lakes float pods. Now, you don't need float pods with a 9.9. So if you haven't watched the Lies and Myths about float pods video, I highly recommend you go do that, because what I did was I took all of the questions that I get like on a daily basis about float pods, and I went through and outlined it all in that video. But the whole purpose behind float pods is for you to put a bigger motor on your boat than it can handle and help lift the back of the boat up. Just give it some more buoyancy so it will float a little bit higher in the water instead of squatting. Secrets are no fun for everyone.
Here we got one. What
Sorry.
boat or platform
You'll get
can you
over
get the most speed out of? I've heard you can go pretty fast in the V18s. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think the V18s are really good.
Which one?
What motor are you kind of thinking about, Tyler? For our electric only stuff, we've had the trackers. The bass trackers seem to be the best, fastest hull for the electric only motors.
We got a request to build a houseboat.
Yes.
You really want to build a houseboat?
Why not? Yeah.
Can we make it like a single wide?
I want to do speakers. I want to do a slip and slide.
Okay.
I want to do
tiki torches.
A grill, campfire.
Yep. If we do a single wide on pontoons,
It's going to be
a houseboat.
It's going to be a houseboat.
Okay.
It'll be a fun boat.
Maybe. Okay. That may be coming now. Thanks, Jonas. You just created more work for me. I appreciate it.
Gotta figure out a bunch of stuff.
Best fishing in the Southeast. Also a secret. Can't tell you.
What kind of fish?
Yeah, depends on what you want to fish for.
Lake Lanier is very popular here for spotted bass.
Yeah.
We have large spotted bass. Is it Oconee that's known for all the catfish? The big
Oconee
catfish?
and Sinclair.
And Sinclair.
Yeah. Jackson's got big flatheads.
Yeah.
The Flint's got big flatheads. Chattahoochee's pretty decent for catfishing as well.
Yeah.
Stripers, Lanier, Juliet. Jackson's kind of popular for stripers.
Like North Carolina, I think it's Lake Murray.
Murray, yeah. Clark's Hill's kind of like an all-around good place.
Hartwell's right between South Carolina and Georgia.
West Point, yeah. I have a comment about West Point. West Point's a good all-around place. Double deck houseboat. So 2 single wides on top of each other.
What if we took those storage containers?
That'd be heavy. Those things are steel.
That's true.
All right. Best 9.9 or comparable for these 10 horsepower lakes. Suzuki makes a really good one, but I'm learning now about the electric. The e-propulsion makes it really good. Is the best 9.9.
Yeah.
For small lakes. The e-propulsion is pretty awesome. And plus, if you're here like in Georgia where you have a lot of electric only lakes, not only can you get into the horsepower restricted lakes, you can also get into the electric only lakes, which is pretty cool. So definitely I would check out e-propulsion for that as well. Plus you get the lithium batteries with them. They'll probably last you longer than you'll actually keep the motor.
Stupid, simple to use,
yeah,
and to get on the water with.
They're lightweight.
Maintenance is next to none. No fuel. Like
the last time I went out with Anthony from Brigade Boats, he was testing out one of the smaller ones. Like it literally comes in a backpack.
Yeah,
that's how light it is, and you just throw the whole thing on your back.
Built into the head of
take it, throw it on the back of your boat, use it, and then you're done with it. It's great for like what I was thinking about. It's like even something as big as a 1436 that you can put up in the bed of your truck, strap it down, take that little backpack motor, and it's light. Lithium battery comes with it, and the battery floats. Like,
the other
really
thing I've thought about with these electric motors that'd be good for is like public land deer hunting.
Yep.
If you're trying to get on the lake to get to that spot that no one else is walking 3 miles back to, those motors would be perfect for that because you could stay quiet the whole way in.
Yep, got another one for West Point. Sounds like we were discussing a pontoon build. Yes, a double-decker, single-wide trailer pontoon houseboat.
We need Kid Rock.
Yes, we do. We need Kid Rock.
We need Kid Rock. Someone get us in touch with
us. Somebody get Kid Rock in touch with us. We'll build him a houseboat. Duck blind boat. My vision is bow fishing, deck and duck blind in the same boat. That is kind of what I am doing with my 16-foot boat. I want it to be an all-around boat. You can bass fish on it if you want, but that's not my primary goal. We're going to be doing catfishing on it, bow fishing. So one of the next things that's coming on that boat after we do the motor reveal is I'm going to be making a removable knee bar system with lights on it. We're going to run a generator. I'm not going to go all electric because that boat is already ridiculously heavy as it is. So we're going to be running a small generator on that boat. But then you'll be able to take that off and put in a big scissor blind and go duck hunting if you want. Furthest you have traveled in your John boat. I have been about 20 or so miles up the Ocmulgee River in mine.
That's pretty hard.
Yep. I did have to jump a few rapids, and I'm missing some gator glide on the bottom of my boat. But I made it.
I'm here to talk about it.
So.
Turn all right. Time on paint job.
About an hour. Go ahead and get ready to wrap this up. If anybody got any last minute questions, throw them in now because I'm about to call it a night.
What do you think the turnaround time is on a paint job?
Do what now?
Turnaround time on a paint job.
Depends on how backed up we are. Right now, you'd be looking at, we wouldn't even be able to start on it for a month or two. Gutted versus finished besides paint make a difference in the price or time? Yes. Just get in contact with us and let us know what you got. It's really going to be boat specific, how much stuff we got to paint around and tape off and all that kind of good stuff. So, all right, guys. Well, that is it for those of y'all who are jumping in at the last minute and did not catch. This is the new shop, Tiny Boat Nation Outdoor Southeast. All of our information will be on my YouTube page, on Ryan's YouTube page, Facebook, Instagram, Farmers Only, TikTok. What else do we have? It'll be on TB Nation TBNation.net.
On the TB Nation website. Pretty much all the bios and any of our social media.
Fishing competition between you two and the loser shaves their beard.
Oh, dude.
Depends on where we're fishing at.
Yeah, that would depend on where we're fishing at. But because I would be quick to say let's do it, but then it depends on where we'd be at.
We'd have to get. It can't just be between two of us. It has to be.
Who else has a
me,
monster
you,
beard?
Anthony.
Anthony doesn't have a beard.
Yeah, he does. Did he shave it again?
Blake.
No, I'm not fishing against Blake. We'll all lose.
Can't fish against Blake.
No, I'm not fishing against Blake Yarder. Who is that lovely gentleman in that picture right there? We built that boat and painted it, and yeah, I am not fishing against Blake. Sorry.
Oh.
Not even if Blake had one hand tied behind his back and had a Snoopy rod, I still wouldn't fish against
We'd
Blake.
have to sabotage his panoptic.
Yeah. Next week, let's talk Johns and saltwater, intercoastal. I'm going to take mine offshore.
Are you?
Mm-hmm. I want to take the 16-footer offshore. I was talking to John about that.
Florida?
Yeah.
At John's
Go to
house?
one of the artificial reefs that's like 4 or 5 miles out and do some jigging, some vertical jigging.
That'd be pretty fun.
Just have to pick a nice calm day. I don't know. My 16-foot boat's only got 20-inch sides or something like that. I do got bilge pumps, so yeah.
Safety.
But anywho, if you guys got any questions, drop them down in the comments. When I upload this video to YouTube later, I'll jump on there and answer those. If you guys got any questions, our shop number will be on my YouTube channel, his YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, wherever else we are at, and on the Tiny Boat Nation website, tbnation.net. Thank you guys all for tuning in. We'll have a lot more content coming, both here on his channel and over on Tiny Boat Nation Outdoors YouTube channel too. So don't forget to go subscribe over there if you haven't already.
And if you have trouble finding it, just search Tin Can Crew and then that will pop up.
Yep.
So
we renamed the Tin Can Crew channel. It's now
TB Nation
TB Nation Outdoors. So hope you guys are having a good night. We will catch y'all on the next one.
See you guys.